want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Achaeans out there doing this work in sincerity and truth. And I just want to do a lesson concerning who the Lord deals with. You know, everything written aforetime was written for our learning, and we have to ultimately take that into consideration. When we read the scriptures. All right, and I just want to pull up a couple of precepts and go into a little bit of a pattern of what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai had when you go through the scriptures. Okay, all right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 26. For you see your calling, brethren, how not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. And when you're dealing with the society, though, the Lord's not dealing with the wise men of this world, or wise men after the flesh. You see, so when you come into this truth, though, man, you can't be a wise man after the flesh, because the Lord is not dealing with that, and He's not dealing with many mighty men. You got many mighty men in this world, but those mighty men are not called. Okay, the Lord's not dealing with men of high stature in this society. He deals with the meek and lowly. Okay, verse 27. For the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And what's one of the foolish things in this world is when we are out there preaching. The Lord said that we are. Paul said that we are fools for Yahweh's sake, man. And when people of this world come up, they get confounded, man. Why? It's because the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is sanctifying His men that's out there doing His work. But which is considered foolishness as far as this world. You see. Reading on, and the Most High had chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. And that's what they look at, as far as in this society, the mighty things in this world, they look at us as being weak, especially when we're out there with sackcloth on, we're not to be bringing in no kind of a flashy look or anything. We're out there to do the work, Verse 28. And the base things of this world and the things that are despised have the Most High chosen, yea, the things which are not, to bring to naught the things that are, man. And which hey, when you look at the camps, which camp is out of all the camps of Israel is despised, man. And that's the brothers that's out there laboring Great Millstone, man. Which are despised of this world, man. Because you have these other camps, man, and they're not. The Lord's not dealing with them because they're not getting deep into the scriptures and doing what the scripture says, man. This doesn't apply to them, When we go through these scriptures, though, you have to actually apply these scriptures, man. And when you go into who Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is dealing with, man, they don't fit the bill, man. Plain and simple, I want to give another example. I want to go into King David, okay, was one, okay, where Saul was basically rejected as being king of Israel, okay, and I just want to pick up the story, at in the 16th chapter, okay, and this is Yahweh talking to Samuel, okay. All right, so we're going to pick up the story at 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 1. All right, so now I'm going to read this and I'm going to jump around a little bit to get my point across. All right, this is 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Samuel, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul, seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel? Fill thy horn with oil and go, and I will send thee to Jesse of the Bethlehemite, all right, for I have provided me a king amongst his sons. Okay, so Jesse ultimately has 8 sons. Okay, so now This is a commandment from Yahweh for Samuel to go and go to Jesse. Okay. Now we're gonna jump down to let's see, jump down to the 6th verse. Okay. All right. And it came to pass when they were come, he looked on Eliab and said, surely that Yahweh's anointed is before him. Now Eliab was one of Jesse's sons. Okay. Now this is what Yahweh had said to Samuel when he made that statement. Okay. Verse 7. But Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart, man. And this is a thing, point too, man. When you gotta be of a pure heart, man, in this truth, man. You gotta be well-rounded, man. You know, that outward appearance, man, goes out the window, man. You know, and the people of this world look at that, man, as being the standard in this truth, man, and it's not, you know. And he just told them plainly, man, you know, that he doesn't look on the outward appearance, man. You know, that's what man looks at, you know. And people get caught up in that, you know. They get caught up in the glitz and glam, you know. There's no glitz and glam to this truth, man. You know, it's straightforward, you know. It's lamentations, mourning, and woe, man. You know, you're not gonna go out there preaching lamentations, mourning, and woe, man, with goodly apparel on, you know, as far as garment, you know, just the whole look and countenance of a person, man. You know, this is not you know, a hip hop prophet, man. You know, so to speak. But I don't want to go off topic though. But reading on, right? All right. So the Lord said that He doesn't look on the outward appearance as man looketh, man. He looks on the heart, man. All right. You know, which is that person's mind, man. You know, you have to be in that pure and you gotta have integrity, man. You know, and I keep on talking about that, man. You gotta have integrity in this thing, man. And you know, the whole thing is you know. Anyway, just read on, right? I want to jump down to verse 10. Okay, get to my point. Okay, this is First Samuel chapter 16, verse 10. Again, Jesse made 7 of his sons to pass before Samuel, and Samuel said unto Jesse, Yahweh have not chosen these, right? And Samuel said unto Jesse, are here all thy children? And he said, there remaineth yet the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep, which is spiritual, man. You know, all right. Because so he's basically telling Samuel that he has one more son. You know, he's the youngest out of all of them, though, and he's the keeper of the sheep, man. That's spiritual, man. You know. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, and we will not sit down till he come hither, man. And that was also spiritual in itself, man. Because why? It's because he was going to be anointed king. This potential son that was going to come before Samuel, right? Verse 12. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ready, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And Yahweh said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. You know, and this ultimately was King David, man. You know, he was basically of a very childish body. He was of like a lad, you know, his you know, just a young lad, you know. And this was not even being considered by his father Jesse, you know, to even bring him forth in front of Samuel, though. But what? Yahweh was dealing with David, okay? All right, King David, all right? This was the man who he wanted to anoint as king, man, you know? So I just wanted to get that little point on how, you know, how things work, you know? I want to get into, go back to Moses, you know, okay? When he was talking to the children of Israel, okay, back in Egypt, you know. So now we're gonna pick up the story where Yahweh was giving Moses a commandment, okay. So this is Exodus chapter 4, And I'm gonna start it at 10. Okay, now this is Moses replying back to Yahweh. Okay, after he gave him a commandment to speak to the children of Israel. You know, and Moses said unto Yahweh, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and slow of tongue, man. So he was basically telling Yahweh, he was telling him to speak to the children of Israel, but he was telling Yahweh, applying back to him, okay, saying that he's not eloquent, man. Well, he's not of his speech had a fluent speech, to be able to get his point across, and we have, then that's what you have with brothers in this truth, man. I myself, man, I don't consider myself an eloquent speaker, you know, but like I said, and also too, man, I just put the videos up, man, raw, man, one take, if I mess up, I just keep the tape rolling, basically, man. I tried to not to cut down on the editing, man, but I just pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua sees my effort, man, in doing this work, man. You see, and Yahweh said unto him, who have made man's mouth, or who had made the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I, Yahweh? But therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth and teach thee what thou shalt say, man. And the Lord always said that too, man. He said, think not of what you should say at that hour, man. Yeah, well, I will give you a mouth to see what to say in that time, man. Speaking of in when you're going against the heads of this world, man. In that time to come, man. He's going to give us, and he also said that he will give us a mouth that our gainsayers cannot resist, man. So it's all in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, man, who he's dealing with as far as with these certain men that he chooses, man, takes them out of the world, man, and puts them into that fold, man, that 1/3, man, part of that, part of that elect, okay, all right, because you have people out here that are great speakers, man, but hey, the scriptures say who the Lord deals with, though, not saying that men that are great, not all men that are great speakers are not men of the Lord, but what I'm saying is that he takes the lowly men, out of the flock, man, and puts them into the fold, man, and he deals with them, man. You see, all right. But he was telling them that he said that, man. Who are you to say who made man's mouth, man? But me, man. You know what I'm saying? Go do what I told you to do, man. Basically, that was basically what he was saying. And Paul reiterated the same sentiment, man. This is First Corinthians chapter 2, verse 1, right? All right, this is Paul speaking to the church of Corinth. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? For I determined not to know anything among you but save, which means but Yahweh Shai and him crucified, man. So Yahweh Bashim Shai gave Paul, man, a heavy portion, man, in this word, man. But he was not of excellency of speech, man, or of wisdom, man. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling, man. And you got to remember too, when we go into these scriptures, though, right? When we go into these words, go into that word weakness, okay? All right? Want of strength, weakness, infirmity. So we know through the scriptures, though, that Paul had this thorn in his side, man, which was some type of infirmity. The scriptures don't exactly tell you what the infirmity is, though, okay? But he had this infirmity, man, But what Yahweh Bashim Abishai was dealing with him, man, and with a heavy portion, okay, with a heavy portion, man, to do his will, man, reading on, verse 4, right? And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, man. You know, and his speech was not of enticing words, man. It was just raw. It was just uh it wasn't maybe really alluring to the ears of man's wisdom, man. You know, and this how we are when we out there speaking, man. You know, it's not soothing to the 2/3, man. This word, man, and the way that it comes out, you know. Um, Verse 5, that your faith shall not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You know, and your faith should not be standing in the wisdom of men, man. You know, you got to put your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. You know, all right, and let him be your guide, man. You know, and you got to be of a sincere heart, man. You know, if you be sincere heart, man, you won half the battle, man. You know, if you're sincere in this thing, you know, you won half the battle, man. You just got to just continue and endure, man. You know. I want to get another example. Too also is let's go to 2 Corinthians. See chapter 10, and let's go to start at verse 7. Okay. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust in himself that he is Yahushai's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Yahweh's, also we are Yahweh's, you know? And that's the thing to where, you know, people of the world, you know, they look on the outward appearance, man, you know? But if you trust in Yahweh Yahushai, you know, like I said though, man, even when you have somebody that you're looking would look down upon, or somebody that's not in the right spirit would look down upon, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is dealing with that person, man. You know, he's dealing with those men of low estate, man. You know, reading on, right? Frame up real quick, right? For thought I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord gave us for its edification, and not for your destruction, that I shall be ashamed. Right? That I may not seem as if I would terrifying you by letters, though. So Paul basically he was saying was that when he was writing to them, he was very bold in his writing. Okay. But he gets into his appearance, you know, of when they actually seen him in the flesh, you know. For his letters, say they, okay, are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech contemptible, okay, all right. And when you get into that word contemptible, okay, it's arousing or deserving of one's loathing and disgust, man. So he was of disgust, man. When you go into it, you know, synonyms is cheap, cruddy, deplorable, you know, despicable, you know, and basically, you know, despicable, man, is despised, you know. Let's see, basically of hatred, contempt, and also what they add is beneath consideration, you know. All right, did not Jesse wasn't David beneath consideration of his father Jesse, as far as bringing forth his sons in front of Samuel to anoint one of his sons as king? You know, King David was beneath consideration, man, from his father, man. You know. But Paul was always that thorn that was in his flesh, man, which was that infirmity, man, kept him kept him in a meek and humble spirit, man. He didn't get puffed up, man, because now it does puff up, man. You know, he was just saying, you know, basically, you know, he said what Yahushua said to him, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness, man. You know, you know. So the Lord just gives us just that enough strength, man, to continue on, man, and whatever state that he puts you in, man. You know, you don't have to be a great speaker. You don't have to have that great stature or outward appearance, or be that how many precepts you can pull. You know, a great memorization you have, man. The Lord normally doesn't really deal with that, man. You know, and it's been forth examples set forth in Israel, man. You know, but that's it though. I just want to bring out a little lesson, man. Just to for younger brothers, man. Just to really consider upon these type of scriptures like this, man. So who the Lord deals with, man. You know, and these men, a couple examples that I put up, man, are perfect examples, man, of men of low estates, man, that the Lord was dealing with, man. And there's plenty more through the scriptures, though, man. So everything written for a time, man, was written for our learning, man. So we just search the scriptures, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and blessings to the Akim that's doing his work. It's a Syrian truth. Shalom.